Okay, I think we are live. I think we are live intense. Now, can I pop out this? Move it here. I think I can. So I can see the chat better. Maybe? No, it doesn't work, but I can put it over here. I was just running some tests, so excuse me for that. Okay, just let me just copy the stream. And put it here. I'm gonna be streaming, not DEX, UBERS for a bit. Case you wanna tap in. All right, think we're good. No, we're not good. Let me just go into the stream page. You'll figure it's been a minute. Let me just go into my channel. Live streaming. Just as I started streaming, my neighbor's dog started going crazy. Okay. I think we're set now. All right, so I'm gonna be playing DEX UBERS for the first time. I don't know who's watching this, but I think it's better to start right away. Hey James, what's poppin'? Yeah, I'm basically playing this for the first time. I've actually never played it ever, and I figured it would be a nice change of pace, maybe. I always thought DEX was pretty interesting because, you know, there's a lot of broken stuff and whatnot. So from what I've heard, there's mixed opinions on this tier. Some people tell me it's really fun. Some people told me like it's not that great. But you know, we gotta try it out to have our own opinion. So that's what we're gonna be doing today. Big shocker, we're going to be using a hyper-offensive primal Groudon team. So we're gonna be building that in a minute. I got the resources right here. So I actually don't know how I didn't test how the resource pages look, so that's my bad, but I don't think they should be that bad. Anyways, I'm gonna start building now. So always with hyper offense, you want to try Deoxys. I don't know anything about speed tiers, by the way, or anything of the sort. I'm just going with my gut. And let's see where that takes us. Okay, so we got Deoxys, we got Groudon. I think I'm gonna make this dual hazard. just, you know, in case we can get away with it. I don't really know how, if that's gonna be even possible, but you know. And knockoff as the last move. I mean, this Pokemon in this tier is gonna be doing negative damage anyways, so I don't think it matters too much. Let me go to the stream page. Okay. Just gonna move something back. All right. And for EVs, we can go Jolly. Small defense. Actually, let me see the Pokemon available. What would be a Scarfer that people would use? No way people run like Dialga, right? Like, I guess Genesect is a Pokemon? I mean, I actually really want to use Genesect since it's been a minute since we've had him. That's my boy right there. But I don't think it matters too much. I don't think I'm gonna be finding many Scarf Genesects. So I think I'm just gonna go with this EV spread right here. And with Terra Ghost, oh my god, I forgot we have hidden power here. Shit. Okay. For the next Pokemon, we need some offensive synergy with Groudon. I'm thinking a Dragon type. Something that can take care of the fire resist, or like the ground, like the Pokemon that's switching to Groudon. Which is what? Zygarde? Versus ground? I don't think we should be using Kyogre since Primal Groudon is here. It's pointless. I wonder if we could use something like Necrozma Downwings and use it as a spin blocker and then turn into Necrozma, like Ultra Necrozma. That would be pretty baller. Oh wait, hold on. He's here. He's here. By the way, I think Mega Gengar is banned here, so we cannot use that Pokemon. Mega Salamence is very tempting, but the thing is, I think it's pretty weak considering that there's shit like Terra Zygarde. So even if we use something like a Dragon type attack, that could wall us. Most of the ladder is trash, like the low ladder. Okay, fair enough. Okay, so we're gonna actually we can just make it around. I know Zygarde is considered like the like him in this tier, and I was told that Terra Ground is what you want to go with for offensive. So I think that's what we're gonna go with. And I believe they run 232. Yeah, that should give us the... We should be able to outspeed the Tornadoes with this. God damn it, Zygarde is so weak. 100 base attack. It's crazy. This Pokemon has no like no offenses, dude. 91, 100. This Pokemon is only good because it has a massive HP stat, but you know that's not news to anybody. So what do we run? Life Orb? I guess so, right? I was also thinking something like Passion Berry or even Yachi or Lumberry could also be good. I don't think anything now calls me with Foul Play. Maybe ours is Dark. Actually, Veltal might, but I don't know, dude. My HP stat is so massive. Okay. Just gonna go with Life Orb for now. What's up, Garchomp fan? What's poppin'? And I believe this runs, what, Dragon Tail? Substitute DD. Is Double Dance viable? Does anybody knows like does anybody know like if you run Coil with this? Kind of sounds like it would probably help a little bit in case you face like a bulkier structure, and then you can run Leftovers or Lumberry. Okay. Yeah, I think Lefties is the way to go. I kind of want to try Double Dance just because the extra bulk is pretty annoying in case somebody wants to like use Foul Play. So I think we're gonna go with the double ground thing for now. And I think Zacian is allowed, yeah. Since we have two Pokemon that, well, one Pokemon specifically that really threatens Primal Groudon, I think we can get away with Zacian. And for Terra, I probably want Fairy because I care more about hitting Zacian, I mean not Zacian, Yveltal and Zygarde. So I think play rough, Behemoth. And for last move, you probably want to hit Ho, right? So Wild Charge. I kind of wish Zacian got Stone Edge. That would be so OD. That would be really nice. Or like a rock move, something reliable. Imagine if it got something like Stone Axe Zacian. That would be something. And the thing is, with Terra Fairy, you are not weak to 1,000 arrows, so or Precipice Blades. So I think that's very reliable. Okay, so 4 months down. Next, we need something that can block the hazards. Thinking Marshadow is a good option. Marshadow's allowed, right? Yeah. Marshadow's a good option. But I kind of want Necrozma Downwings. To spin block because the last Pokemon has to be something that can spin block and cover other weaknesses. We could also go with the Veltal and then use Marshadow last. But then we have the thing is with Primal Groudon, I don't like just having like one water resist, and that's kind of the road we've been pushing for so far. So, okay, we could do. I could do Necrozma Downwings. And since we have no C move, we can make this Ultra Necrosium Z. We're gonna make it timid. You know what's sad about this Pokemon? This Pokemon gets outsped by Eternatus. That's something that I don't like. I think versus Etern we don't gotta use the thing right away. Otherwise we get bopped. So we're gonna go with Photon Geyser. And for last move, I think we're gonna go with Dragon Pulse just to get some more damage on side guard. And do we have something that can stop the opponent from setting up or something like that? I guess we have Thunderwave. Thunderwave is something very evil. The Thunderwave will be so damn evil. I guess we could also run Power Gem for Hollow. It does get that here, right? Oh, by the way, let me know if the music is too loud or something like that. I tested it and it sounded fine to me, but you never know. Or if it's too low as well. Okay, so we have something that could potentially turn into another Water Resist, Spin Blocker. So the last Pokemon, I think, has to threaten the... Okay, so we got Zacian for the Dark types. Something that can KO Marshadow. And Zygarde. I think the last Pokemon has to be a Ground Immunity. I was thinking maybe Yveltal or Rayquaza. But I think I'm leaning towards Yveltal because I can run Taunt on it. And... current knockoff. Okay. Sounds fine. Okay, Oblivion Wing. Knockoff. Dude, this Pokemon... Okay, so I had a theory that the Gen 6 legendaries with Terra would be ridiculous. And from what I've been hearing, Zygarde is that way. Xerneas is banned here. And I'm kind of liking how this Yveltal is looking. I honestly want to run Terra Flying, not Terra Dark, because Terra Flying with Oblivion Wing sounds very, very troll. You will be doing massive damage and healing all the way back. Come to think of it, we don't have any form. Dude, we don't even have Arceus. What am I saying? I just realized that. We don't have Arceus. Do we even need that boy? Like, that's that universal sponge, right? Like, that's the universal glue. All reliable. But at the same time, this team is looking very fire. And I feel like running Arceus here would kill the whole vibe. I think I'm gonna run Sucker on this though. I need priority of some sort. And Taunt just to stop defog. By the way, I think Arceus can run Taunt and Toxic here at the same time, right? Isn't that a little bit crazy? Sounds crazy to me. That the fact that you can do that. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's not too crazy. But for example, Arceus Dark doing that, Taunt, Toxic, Judgment, kind of nuts. I think this looks fine, honestly. If something doesn't work out, we can always edit, of course. And like nothing is set in stone, we can always make edits. So national DEX, other tiers. Here we go. All right, let's get our first battle. Hopefully, it doesn't take too long. Oh, whoops. Zygarde. They killed my whole flow. Never mind. What do we have here? To ground. Dragon Tail. Sub. No, wait. We didn't have sub. We had Coil. Dragon Dance. And this thing was Adamant. This is like the most mediocre legendary in terms of stats, by the way. But the buff that it needed is this move. Everything else is just like the fact that it can turn into big boss. It's secondary. The buff is this move. This move just it's illogical. All right, I think we're good now. Oh no. Obviously, dude. Obviously. But hold on. Yveltal kind of nice. Necrozma kind of nice. But you see here, you see what happens? You see what happens? Obviously somebody is gonna load stall. I didn't even think of stall right now. But now I'm thinking about stall and I'm thinking I'm gonna dump this team. So what, they're gonna lead Sableye? Alright. Wait, what? They didn't lead the Oxys? I mean, Sableye? Oh. I'm gonna go for Stealth Rock here. Rookie Helmet. They missed Leaf Seed, by the way. I didn't even notice that. But I think Yveltal will, with Hazard Subs, kind of destroys this guy. Unless they have boots everything, which in this case, I'm gonna go for Taunt now. Nice. All right. I kind of forgot that Groudon has Heat Crash in this generation, by the way. Oh, hold on. That's how we do it. That's how we do it. That's the first win. That counts as the first win. Nice. All right, now this is what I call a real team. Wait, don't tell me. Last respects is allowed? Nah. YouTube Rocky. Okay. Let's see what you got, YouTube Rocky. Hopefully I don't lose to last respects over here. That would be pretty embarrassing. But look at this team though. Paul Corona, Mawao. Kind of nasty. Gonna webs here, right? Even if they have something like launch or leash life, I don't think that kills. Obviously. You know what? I had that in the back of my head, but I didn't think there would be, you know, for some reason I didn't think that would be like that possible. But you know, I'm always wrong. So. We're just gonna get the spikes up. Muff it. I wonder the Mimikyu. The Mimikyu gotta be Trick Room type, right? Okay. I think we gotta go side guard here. Get the DD up. I think that's our best shot at winning. Because everything else, I don't think there's a better sequence here, to be honest. And I'm pretty certain everything bar Mimikyu dies to Terra Ground +1 1,000 arrows. So they're taking their sweet time. I mean, how much does liquidation do anyway? I bet it does at least like 40 or 50. They are in awe of our side guard here. Well, never mind. Never mind. There's the internet that's in awe. So apparently we are struggling to get past turn 4 of any battle. So hopefully in the next one we get to turn 10. That just shows how strong our team is though. I think we can call it here. I think I'm gonna get another battle. I'm just gonna wait anyways. Yep. Well, that's another one down. Oh my god. Dude, what is going on? I'm not hating, but I'm just very surprised that this is happening right now. What is the low ladder? I shouldn't be that surprised, but you know, I didn't want to get any battles because I really wanted, like, I don't know, like a fresh experience, I guess. I think I'm just gonna lead Necrozma here in case I lead Glimora. I'm gonna Ultra Burst to get the 2 KO. And then what? I'm just gonna Photon Guys again. Spiky Shield. That PP Stolen is gonna do a whole lot, I bet. Do they not know that they can go to Beedrill here? What does more? Photon Geyser? Power Gen does more. 56. It's a lot of damage. Just gonna go for it again. Yay. All right. What's the plan here? What are we doing? The thing is, I think this thing outspeeds me. It does, but it didn't kill me. Well, we are on fire. 3 wins in a row. Very proud of that. Very, very proud. El friend that delinks. Okay. Don't tell me this is mental herb too. I would be that would be something. Okay, thank you. I'm gonna go for the rocks now. Well, now you go to Shuckle. I mean, if they are mental herb here, I mean, there's nothing we could do other than do that, right? I mean, that's just the best play. Either way. Taunt. Does not kill from here? I'm just gonna keep getting them up. Ooh, that doesn't even kill, damn. Sometimes people underestimate the Deoxys' bulk, I think. Myself included. Wait. Earthworm walls Zygarde, right? Because Thousand Arrows doesn't ignore Earth Eater. So they can potentially get up a Shed Tail on Zygarde. That's nice. That's a nice niche that this Pokemon has, I think. A lot of people, you know, something about Earthworm is that yeah, the Deoxys is going stupid. I think something that people underestimate about Earthworm, even in regular UBERS, well, back when I played it, like before Miraidon was banned, is that because of all the Pokemon that got released, specifically Necrozma Dustmane, Earthworm was underrated because you could switch into Necrozma Dustmane and get the Shed Tail up. And since everybody was super overhyping Necrozma Dustmane, like it was so common, and Shed Tail teams were pretty good, I think. Like Shed Tail into Koraidon was pretty crazy. What do I go here? What do I go to here? They're gonna Moonblast, right? I don't think I need Zygarde for anything else, and they're not gonna click a Psychic move here. Dazzling Gleam, not even Moonblast. It's gonna be Behemoth. If they go to Earthworm, like hard Earthworm, they shouldn't be able to get Shed Tail up. So yeah, I think that Pokemon is pretty underrated. They already clicked Terra. I don't think CC kills me. Yeah. I think we're fine. Citrus? Yep. Surely Wild Charge does more than 11%, right? Alright, perfect. Not Shed Tail for you. Until he KO this. I'm gonna go to Belusa. Surely this dies. Gone. And I think we can just KO with Necrozma here. That's gonna be a good game. Why not DEX? I thought it would be interesting because I've never tried it out. And there's a lot of Pokemon that are not available in regular formats. Like Ultra Necrozma, Zygarde, Yveltal, Primal Groudon, all that jazz. Why am I playing Nadex? All right. We gotta try new stuff, guys. We gotta expand our horizons. You never know. All right, it gets Dragon Dance. See, but I wanted a spin blocker. That's why I'm using the thing. That's why I'm using the thing. Alternate Crossma. I wanted a spin blocker. So here we find our first quote unquote legit web steam. We have Blastoise, we have Groudon, we have Marshadow, we have the Goat Zygarde. Nevertheless, Lunala is better? You mean as a spin blocker? Okay. I guess we could change that. But you know, I guess I wanted to try it out too. Okay. Let's think about this. After we set up the rocks, who do we go to? They didn't click Sticky Web, so they have 2 turns of taunt. But if they have... This thing has fucking pounds, right? They move that lower speed. So if they have that, they can get them up the next turn. I mean, if we send in Zygarde, I think it's better to... Actually, they have no flying resist. I'm gonna get spikes up. It's better. Have the team resist rocks. Alright. Let's go for Behemoth. On intelligence? I don't know, dude. Very interesting topic you're bringing up here. Intelligence it might be something you build over the years, but also something you're born. I think we're all born with a certain degree of intelligence, but it's something you gotta nurture for sure. Okay, so what do we go to here? What do we think, guys? Do you think they're gonna double to that thing? Actually, I think I can just if they kill me with this thing, I think I can set up with Zygarde, right? Oh, I should have just gone Zygarde. I'm overestimating my opponent, I think. Actually, I'm gonna go Necrozma. Surely they don't kill me with Precipice. Yeah. Right, gonna put on Geyser now. Should be faster. And they cannot set up the webs. They gotta go Mars Shadow here. Okay, I've seen some doubles as early as the beginning of the ladder. Okay, as the raw 1,000 points. You never know. You never know who you're gonna run into. Okay. Do I want to keep this? You kind of got me thinking about Lunala, by the way. Maybe Lunala is the way. We might need to edit this. We have no switch into this Pokemon. I guess we could switch into Zygarde, Hard Sassian. That's the play. And play rough. I mean, what are they gonna switch into? Their own side? I mean, Sassian? Look, we gotta give everybody the benefit of the doubt, okay? Please connect. That does a lot of fucking damage. Hello? That's a Blastoise. I mean, granted, this is a Sassian, but that's a Blastoise, dude. It's supposed to be like, I don't know. You know, him in terms of bulk. You know what I'm saying? It's an easy sack. Groudon? If we Rock Polish, what happens? I kind of want to change this move to Heat Crash, by the way, but if we run into Ho and I cannot kill it, I'm gonna barf. I'm gonna fucking puke, bro. Actually, Rock Polish 3 attacks sounds kind of nasty now that I think about it. All right. Of course, they go to Zygarde. What am I thinking? Yveltal? If they, I'm gonna try flying that. Oh, all right. I'm gonna taunt just in case. Should be faster, right? Yeah, no, no, nothing of the sort for you. All right, let's go for Terra Flying Oblivion Wing here. Let's see how much this does. 58, that's good damage. Big boss. I mean, if they coil here. Okay. Do they have the advantage now? Like, I'm pretty sure Groudon wins from here, right? It should. I'm gonna go to my own side and Sassian. I may have choked, by the way. But I don't think... Yeah, I think I may have choked. Oops. I want to say that Play Rough kills from that range. I'm gonna Swords Dance first. Actually, Rock Polish first in case they go Ribombi so they cannot Stun Spore. Or Mars Shadow. And I'm pretty sure they cannot KO me with anything unless they Terra. Right? Come on, Beaky Mouse. They're thinking pretty hard about this move. This is championship point. Yeah, I kind of wanted to Sword Sense because of that. Can I really Sword Sense here? Is that the play? I don't think they kill me at +1. Oof. Okay. Is that game over? I wonder if they have something like Terra Ghost Marshadow, by the way. No +2. Surely this kills in 1. Obviously. They didn't even try to. Alright, they didn't try. Nice. Our first this guy was pretty high on the ladder. This is gotta be like top 5. Alright, should we go Lunala then? Is it better? With Power Herb? This thing hits so much harder though. You know what? Let's not make any edits until we lose. Yeah. And there it is. You see, this is why we use that Dawn Week's Lunala, dude. They just forfeit turn 1. Okay, not Mana Bug, dude. Mana Bug about to smoke us. Look at this team. He got all the threats too. Only thing he's missing is like as far as threats go, Venomoth. Venomoth is one of the most broken Pokemon of all time. It's been proven. Yeah, we actually get 6-0 by Mega Vidril. That's a fact. I ran into Mega Vidril earlier. I was sweating, dude. That is a fact. You're not lying with that. What's this gonna do? Stone Axe? Don't care. That did a lot of damage. Thankfully, they cannot get 2 layers of rocks. This guy's faster. Pretty sure I can go Zygarde here, right? Have a good time. Oh wait, they have Boswell. Why not? Why not? Nice. Now Ice Punch doesn't kill me, which is pretty nice. And that's how we do it. That's how we do it. Hazards and set up a DD. That's how it should be. Bellstinger B sounds pretty threatening, not gonna lie. I only got away with it because the guy had 4 Pokemon. But if that was a full-fledged team... Alright, what is happening right now? You guys seeing this? We taunt first in case they DD. But you guys see this? Holy shit. I'm in danger. They just forfeit 1, like turn 1. I mean, leave turn 1. Hey, a win's a win. In this day and age, anything is worth celebrating. Okay? winning UPL is very hard. They say UPL is the most competitive Premier League after SPO. I think it's and I think it's very. I think it's a. I don't know. I haven't played every Premier League, obviously, but UPL is very competitive because the same people who have been playing UPL. I mean, the people who play UPL have been playing UPL for like 10 years. Like you have people like myself. I played like this year. Obviously, I've been playing Black and White since I was 16, and I'm 30. So that should tell you how much people love UBERS, and they are willing to play like every year to play their favorite formats. And I think that's kind of why, like myself personally, it's an on and off thing for me. I have to be obviously this shit has defog. I forgot. I got a Swamper here. I forgot this shit had defog, by the way, completely. Question: this thing has bulk up now, right? I forget. Dude, I think something that I want to like something I proposed for the winter tournament is that they included other UBERS formats, because I feel like that would be a nice change of pace. Personally, what's the speed here? Okay, so Sassiano with all speeds. Play rough. Kills? No fucking way that doesn't kill, bro. But yeah, I think since I feel like UBERS formats are a little bit stale, personally. Like there's not much to do in the old gens, for example. Black and White is kind of the one that has had the most development over the past few years, and DPP too. But I think I've been seeing the same type of teams in like Sun and Moon, Auras, ADV. DSC, I think depends on the move on the pool, I guess. RBY, I mean, what can we say about RBY? I don't know RBY, so I cannot speak much on it. But the teams don't look that much different to me. Every like back-to-back years, you know. I think RBY saying every year is something that should be revisited. I think something that Uber's gotta do eventually is include other formats. And I'm not saying just DEX. Like they could include Uber's UU, anything goes. I think it would be a very nice change of pace, personally. It would also get people from other types of community more involved in Ubers. Something that I think has happened over the years, especially in Gen 9, because not a lot of people are a big fan of Gen 9, is that player base growth has felt a little bit stale to me. Maybe I'm not like. Maybe I'm like maybe I'm wrong, right? But at least in comparison to other generations. Fuck you, dude. Sorry. Kind of slipped that. But you know what? The kind of ruined my vibe there. But I feel like, yeah, obviously, like anything goes exists. NatDex obviously exists, but anything goes got created because of UBERS, right? And Uber's UU also got created because of a lot of Ubers were not being used. So I think like adding those type of formats would be a good change of pace for the tier, in my humble opinion. But yeah, the point is, like, if you care about keeping, keeping the format alive in some way, and you know, getting people into the tier, I think that could help. Is that sweep from here? Can I sweep? If they switched out, and if they sack Kyogre and switch back into this, they could revenge kill me with Aqua Jet. All right, thank you. But yeah, I think that's something they could do, because I know like many people enjoy Gen 9 now, but think about when if there's no Gen 10 Ubers, like what's gonna happen? Because I think that's something that could very well happen, that Ubers would be locked to Pokemon Champions, I guess, or whenever those Pokemon are available in Champions, or if they just want to make like their own like format, like out of thin air, like sort of like Champions OU happened, but it wouldn't be the same as a regular, like SB Ubers, SS Ubers. Like the restrictions would be a lot more there, especially since how that's gonna happen now that Pokemon has its own competitive platform, so to speak, is a thing. Um, I don't know. I don't think so. I think I'm good for Black and White now. I think I played Black UPL mostly because I was pretty tired of Scarlet and Violet, and I kind of just wanted to get a palate cleanse, so to speak, and I think it served its purpose. So that's that. All right, Tomato Kirby. Tomato Kirby, kind of a nasty name. Not even gonna cap. Let me just get them up though. All right. Okay. Easiest Yveltal. If they defog, if they Terra and defog, they exhaust the Terra. What's Garchomp? Okay. Is this about to Stone Edge? Reiko Meteor. What about you? Are you gonna play Black and White PL? The thing is, I kind of want to play because Black and White PL is my favorite PL. Like it became my favorite PL, and I kind of want to play, but at the same time, I'm kind of exhausted of tournaments right now, so I don't really want to do that. Like I don't want to join another tour. Go back to Yveltal until Hello. Ooh, okay. Hold on. All right. I know they're gonna ice beam again. Yep. Now they're gonna die to Wild Charge, hopefully. Yep. I think you can get drafted since you got to finals of the black and white UBERS Cup Garchamp. So I think you should definitely join. Nice loophole. But yeah, to finish the other thought that I was having, I think more UBERS formats would be very interesting to see and kind of just get away from the traditional 12 slots, all gens. I think that's pretty boring at this point, at least for me. I wouldn't even mind if they axed black and white, to be honest. If they open the gates to other stuff. Because that's kind of the problem. Well, that's it's not a problem, but I think it's something that could eventually they're gonna have to cut a gen too. So like just do it. That thing is scarfed. Good to know. What's a good answer here? They got a good answer to everything. But you know what? If the Oxys didn't die, this for sure doesn't die. Okay. Wait, they Terra. I didn't even see that. I'm dumb. Kind of wasted this Necrozma for nothing. Gonna sucker now. They died to rocks, so it should be fine. Okay. Why didn't I just go Sacian? I'm asking myself the same question. I guess I thought that them going to Necrozma was not good for me, but I guess it doesn't matter in hindsight. I'm guessing they're gonna Terra. They should, right? Never mind. Good night. Good night. Holy shit. Good fucking night. Then go Mewtwo. The Stereo Ground kill at +1. Let's find out. Oh, it's Mewtwo Y. I think it kills. It should. It's a Mewtwo Y. Yep. Mewtwo Y has like no defense. Marshadow. Hopefully this ice. Well, it did. I don't know if it died like raw, but I wanna say it did. God damn. Calm down. It's an Necrozma Dustman. Chill. Okay, killing Yveltal from that range is crazy. Now I see the hype behind this Pokemon. I honestly didn't expect it to be this strong. All right. I'm getting pretty used to playing this now. And we're back. We are back. We are so back. We are so back. Mega Lucario, Goldengo, Corviknight. This thing gotta be from like 20, 30, dude. Mental Herb, yep. Okay. Then what? You're gonna go gold? You go gold, I don't care. Well, I care if you go that. But I can just go to Station, I think. This shit has, I mean, I'm kind of thinking they're gonna go either Corviknight or Shuckle. Like if they could go, I think Corviknight is safer for them, obviously. But if they stay in and I kill this thing, they go Shuckle, they secure the webs. And if they go Corviknight, they can U-turn the next turn. But do I lose if they set up Sticky Web? That's kind of what I'm asking here. I think we're in a tough position if they do, because then we don't outspeed Lucario ever. I'm gonna go Deoxys. Yep. Now I can set up the rocks. If they defog, whatever. Okay, they go for U-turn. Now I can taunt. They go gold. That's fine now. Kind of losing my voice there. But I think that's fine now because now that sturdy is broken. So, Sassian can always kill the Shuckle. And this can also taunt Shuckle. So I think we're good. 45? The fuck? Alright, calm down. That's the Spadef. I feel sorry for you, bud. Sorry for that. Oh, what's up? What's up, rats? Is this gonna be an Yveltal war? I think it's gonna be. I do more damage though. No way Soccer kills from here. Oh, fuck, it's a speed tie. Obviously. What am I even thinking here? Thank you. Thank you for hitting. Had that missed, I would have been mad, bro. They Terra here, right? They Terra ground. And set up. Is that what's gonna happen? I think that's gonna happen. I think that's what's gonna happen. If they don't set up, I think I beat this 1v1 with Necrozma. Oh, it's Terra water. Shit. My god, they are glare. Do we think they sub here? They gotta have sub, right? Well, if they reconnect, we're gonna find out. But I think glare was a better play for them then, maybe. But I think I gotta go for C here. Okay. Perfect. Oh, fuck, they got that. Okay. Dragon Tail? Nice. Game salvaged. Game salvaged. Now we got a crossman in case they want to trick. Yep. I honestly don't think this is the gen where you should be running trick. Because of all the Pokemon. Actually, doubling to fucking Zygarde is very tempting here. But I don't think I need to. Because obviously they go back to their own Zygarde, right? And if they have to click rest again, it doesn't matter for me. Because I always have 2 turns with my shit. Okay, I think we're fine now. Yeah, I think we're fine. Wait. Dialga can trick? Is that a thing? Is that a move? Is that a move that Dialga can run? Because being honest, I didn't even know that was possible. Okay. So what's our plan here? Pretty sure Groudon gets to hit KO'd by Shadow Ball. Zygarde, it would be a 52. Just gonna DD here. Okay, great. They have to glare. I should have just clicked Dragon Tail, to be honest. They have to glare, then coil, I think. I mean, then rest, sorry. So I have 2 turns, either way. Oh, what? Okay, they give me the game. Nice. I think we win. Nice. Okay. Team looking pretty nice right now. I didn't even know it had trick. Damn. What is you guys opinion of this tier compared to the regular SB? Do you think it's better or do you think it's worse than the regular tier? Because the bags are banned here, as I understand it. And other Pokemon, I think Shedinja is also banned, which is pretty funny. Pretty funny that Terra with paired with Shedinja is insane. You're biased? Why? I mean, I'm also biased because I like SB when Miraidon was around, so I want to say that's better, but oh, I mean, nothing wrong with it. I mean, as a council member, you're also allowed to have an opinion. I think DEX is one of the most interesting concepts in on Smogon. Because ideally, I think that's eventually what we are going to have in Pokemon Champions, for example. But Smogon has been doing it for ages. Ever since the cut, right? Since the exit, as people call it. So it's kind of interesting that they just think it's better to have everything available, right? I mean, other than Dynamax, Dynamax is so dumb. I think Dynamax is they overplayed their hand with that concept. I think in doubles, I don't even know what the opinion is on Dynamax from the BGC players. Wait, people run Revival Blazing Lipard? Is that a thing? Holy shit. That's evil, dude. What? You would never see me running Lipard ever. But god damn. I mean, it's obviously not an official tier, right? It's another metagame. But what's a Mickey tier? Like, people used to say doubles was a Mickey tier. You know, nobody understood doubles. Doubles was always ostracized back in the Wild West because not to most people the concept of doubles was very bizarre. You know, having 4 Pokemon on the field, a lot of people didn't like to follow that. But eventually people got more accustomed to the two doubles, and it even got its own official tournament. So I don't know. I think it really depends on community presence, to be honest. Like, I think UBERS UU got that much of a spotlight because that community support was insane when it came out, right? UBERS was kind of at that point, from Black and White to, I want to say, late XY. Because I there was several people like doing videos. I was doing videos, but then the Gengarite and the Gothitelle and not Gothitelle, Shadow Attack Suspects happened, and kind of started going on a downward spiral. And then in Auras, Mega Rayquaza kind of just like Auras when it came out, it was a very polarizing gen, to be honest. I hated it myself, to be honest. I tried to get Groudon and Permo Groudon Mega Salamence banned. just let that sink in. But obviously, I don't know if I think that anymore. I think Permo Groudon systematically is it's a concept that shouldn't happen in my mind, but it is what it is. Primo Groudon, I guess the biggest comparison to Primo Groudon would be Koraidon in the current state. Not when Miraidon was around, but when Koraidon as a soul bike, everything is about Koraidon. So, and back in Auras, everything is about Primo Groudon. SS Ivo? Maybe. Yeah, but people argue that something that I argue is that with offensive pressure alone, Koraidon defines so many matches, so many matchups, because of how much shit it can run, how much different shit it can run. So I guess, dude, XY CERN was pretty crazy. Or CERN is pretty crazy too, but XY CERN, that was the beginning of the power creep. No, there was no Pokemon like Xerneas before XY. You had to run bad Pokemon to check Xerneas. Not even. Ho cannot Oko Xerneas. Not even banned. And it cannot if it runs offensive, it gets Oko by Hidden Power Rock, I think. Or +2 Thunder. Like you had to run Spidef, Ho, and Lugia to have a chance to face Xerneas. Then bad Pokemon like Scizor, Heatran. I mean, if you gotta run Terra Fairy Zygarde, I think that's asking a little bit too much, in my opinion. Because that's like saying that Koraidon, like if they were to ban, if let's say Miraidon had a 100% counter, let's say, I don't know, let's act like Iron Threats doesn't get awkward by overheat, like it takes like 20 from overheat. If you have to run Iron Threats on every team to survive Miraidon, that's not a good thing, in my opinion. Yeah, but the thing is, whether a Pokemon is good or not, I don't think it matters too much. If it has a very negative effect on the metagame, where you have to run that mon, that sense, like there's no flexibility ever, because you have to run a certain Pokemon on every team to counter it. That's kind of what I think about Calyrex in SS, to be honest. Like you can say Yveltal is like a top 1 Pokemon, but if I have to run Yveltal on every team to check Calyrex, that's not a good thing for me. Because if I don't want to run Yveltal, I can't. And to be honest, the most broken Pokemon in SS is not even Kali, is fucking Kyogre. Kyogre has no fucking check in Gen 8 and Gen 9. Like that's just factual. He had a Pokemon that could Oko it in Gen 9, Miraidon, but that got banned. But that's not even a counter. Like that's not even a good check because it gets Suicune by Scarf Ice Beam. So Kyogre in Gen 9 has had no counters ever. And that's a big problem because Kyogre is almost mandatory in Gen 9. DD Dawn? I can see that. It's very ironic how in past generations, gonna get another battle by the way. How in past generations Kyogre had the most amount of counters out of the top Pokemon. In Gen 5 it has like 5 true counters. In Gen 4 it also has like 3. And in Gen 6 it only has it has Groudon and Palkia, but you only need Groudon, right? In Gen 7 too. So it's pretty funny how a Pokemon that hits that hard is the easiest one to check, like to counter in those gens. Like that's the biggest offensive threat. But it's also the easiest one to counter. Gastron is pretty funny as a counter, though. Because it is true counter. I think eventually I saw HP Grass Gastrodon once and HP Dragon for Palkia once in black and white back in the day, which I thought was egregious, but you know. Oh my god. I think I lose. Do they lead Grimmsnarl? Avalog. I'm gonna Dark Pulse. Nice. Okay, they get the rocks up. Doesn't matter. To be honest, Groudon in SS is also pretty good because they're also aren't real ground resist in SS. Holy shit, third dragon. Scale shot. Hello? Excuse me? That shit did nothing. Holy shit. What? Is that guy not adaptability? Had to be, right? Or shouldn't be? This thing kind of pawns us. Foul play. That's very odd, but it worked out for him. Alright, what is happening right now? Why is he not going to the worm? He's sucking all the mons. They go to Como, I taunt. Okay. It was pretty crazy. I got scared for a little bit. I thought that was game, but then they didn't have adaptability. Unless Growlin's just that guy. But yeah. I think that's gonna be the last battle. I think we had a good time playing this, so I'm going to revisit this metagame, I think. It was pretty fun. There's a lot of crazy shit. Obviously, this is the low ladder, so this is just like the tip of the iceberg. We haven't really gotten to like the crazy stuff. But it was a fun experience. I enjoyed playing this. So definitely gonna play it again. If you enjoyed this type of stream also, let me know. And if you have suggestions on what I could try out in future streams and what to build, that is also appreciated. So let me know. It was only one Mondet, so maybe that's why. Yeah. Yeah, Growl's that guy. If Last Respects is... We might have to cook with Last Respects if it's allowed, not even gonna lie. And if Magirna is here, we might have to cook some Trick Room. Trick Room might be nice. But yeah, I think that's gonna be it, guys. Thank you so much for watching the stream. If you enjoyed this type of content, let me know. Video is in the works. And yeah. Thank you guys again. See you guys in the next one. Goodbye.